Every woman has the right to be safe. She has the right to go where she wants, when she wants, how she wants, without fear, without danger. Most men want to protect the women in their lives, their wives, their mothers, their daughters. This video has been produced to help women defend themselves against a violent minority. In this video, we're going to show you how to protect yourself physically and mentally if faced with an attack. We're going to show you basic techniques from frontal attack, attacks from behind, on the ground, and hair grabs. In America, where more research has been funded than anywhere in the world, the Justice Department, of which the FBI is a part, studied over 1.5 million cases of rape during 10 years of research. They found that injuries sustained by women who fought back were the same as those who did not. There was no difference in serious injury whether you resisted or not. Statistics released in 1991 showed that women were 3 times as likely to escape attack when using some form of self-defense. Attackers are not looking for equal partners to fight when they pick women. They see women as easy targets. Dr. Pauline Barth debunks the myth that fighting back excites the assailant. She says, "In no instance in my research did the assailant say when a woman wasn't resisting, 'This is very boring, I'm going to have to find a black belt in karate so I can get turned on.'" Neither does fighting back make him angry. He's already angry and looking for someone to vent it on. An assault is an act of power over another person. The basic rule is to reverse that power as soon as possible, thereby taking control. Remember, time works against the victim. Crime escalates with time. If you're threatened, you have to behave in a way you probably never have before. You have to become uncivilized. Women have to unlearn not raising their voice, unlearn being afraid of hurting someone's feelings, being rude, unlearn being embarrassed, unlearn trusting everyone. If you're attacked, don't be a nice girl. Learn to respect yourself. Learn to trust your instincts. Your instincts are your first warning system, but not many adults have trained themselves to respond to their instincts. Most adults try to analyze, second guess. They wait to see. Do not try to analyze your attacker. What you're doing in effect is trying to be a street corner psychoanalyst in a crime that takes only seconds. Most attackers are experienced. They're most likely repeated offenders. They're prepared. Trained analysts who treat them for months get it wrong. 70% of offenders repeat their crimes. Again, research shows that talking by itself or pleading or being passive are associated with being raped. What you're doing in effect is playing the role of the victim. You're doing exactly what the attacker wants. You have to break that script. Don't play his game. Strategies which have been found to work are combinations of yelling, fleeing or trying to flee, and physical resistance. If you have an option to flee, then take it. Fighting is the last option, the last resort. Never confront unless you have to, unless your life depends on it. Yelling from the diaphragm gives you a shot of adrenaline and helps you breathe. Screaming can constrict you. When you yell, don't just yell at him, yell so everyone can hear you. Now, we've all heard about different ways of defending ourselves within the law. Personal alarms, keys between your fingers. Just remember, anything you carry must be in your hand ready if it's to be of any use. They can be dropped. They can be used against you. But remember, you have 5 natural weapons which you carry with you all the time. Your head, 2 arms, 2 legs. If someone grabs you or your clothes, he has effectively tied up 2 of his 5 defenses. You have 5 left. Don't address where he's attacked you. That's might against might, and he's stronger than you. In self-defense, it's SSS, strategy, speed, and surprise. Go straight for the vulnerable areas. Every male human body has its vulnerable areas, and every woman's body has powerful weapons to use against those targets. These are your natural weapons. Hands, clawing. Clawing's very natural to a woman. Straight into the face. The palm heel of your hand, this fleshy bit here, tense it. Underneath the chin. Under the chin. Or underneath the nose. Under the nose. A clenched fist. Top fist. Straight into the groin. Or, if they're standing behind, the bottom fist. The back fist. This part here. Or into the face. Elbow into the stomach. Now, it's not the bony part here, it's this part here. And it's like pulling a rope straight back. Straight back. And, of course, your feet stamping and kicking. Straight onto the foot. Yes! When you kick, stand at an angle to your assailant and keep your knee slightly bent. This helps you kick. Turn your whole body from your hips to face him. Bring your knee up and snap it into the groin, like this. You can practice at home by getting a cushion and placing it so you can kick it, or get somebody to hold it for you. Ha! Ha! It takes only 8.5 pounds of pressure to break most bones in the body if correctly applied. These are your targets. The eyes. The nose, just underneath it, this part here, with that palm heel. The chin. Again, this palm heel, under the chin, or to the side, side of the chin. The throat, and grab right behind the Adam's apple. Ah! Right behind it. In and grab it. The stomach with your elbow. Stomach. The groin with your top fist or bottom fist. The kneecap. Kick across the kneecap. Knock it out. Across and out. And the top of the foot. Stamp down onto that top of the foot with the heel of your foot. Down. The principle of self-defense is to disable your assailant for long enough to get away. This is a vital means of buying time, escaping, and finding help. We all have a space around us which no one should invade. We are entitled to that space. If someone threatens you, extend that space and raise your voice. Back off! If there's no threat, he'll go away. If there is a threat, you're prepared. Off!
Oh, what's up with you?
I'm warning you. Back off.
Just give us a kiss and I'll go.
Back off!
Give us a kiss and I'll go.
This is not fun.
Give me a kiss!
Hit and run. Block his arm with your arm. Hit the carotid artery at the side of his neck with your bottom fist. Place your foot behind his leg. Push him back with all your body force. Trip him up. Hit the side of the neck with your bottom fist. Trip him up, force him backwards. Back off! No! If someone grabs one or both of your wrists, disable the assailant before breaking out of the hold. While he has hold of your wrists, he limits his damage, but he has left his vulnerable areas accessible. Kick to the groin until the grasp is weakened or released. If he still has hold of your wrists, break out by pushing down and out sharply against the thumbs.
Yes!
No! 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 Do not attempt to practice the fast, padded-up sections. This is just a reference to show you the speed and force you would have to use if ever attacked. Remember, in a stranglehold, he has tied up 2 of his defences. You have 5 left. Reach up in between his arms and claw to the face and eyes. Hit to the groin with the top fist. Claw up in between his arms into his face and eyes. Top fist to the groin. Don't try to claw the face by reaching around his arm. He can block your defense before you can cause him injury. Raise your arm up and step back. Twist your neck and body around out of the stranglehold. At the same time, bring your arm down sharply across his to break his grip. Hit to the temple, step back, and kick to the groin. Twist and pull your body